So high sugar, unhealthy diet leads to increased acidity. We already went over that. Damage to the blood vessels and to bone density. Okay, so it's a double-sided blade, leading to inflammation. It causes high blood pressure, increases cholesterol. It's not bad. All right, and it causes heart disease. That is just the way it rolls. Okay, and by modifying our diet, we're also going to battle our risk of getting that type 2 diabetes. That as we grow older and our bodies are less able to grab that insulin and bring the sugar into the cell, we're going to be able to battle that as well. Okay, so what are we going to do about it? We're going to eat better. You guys already knew that. You have the target right there. You want to stay in the center of the target as much as possible. Hey, every now and then you can go out to the red, but I wouldn't go about it more than once a day. All right? If you can keep it to less than twice a week, you're golden. You're going to have an alkaline bloodstream in no time. You're going to be eating calcium by the end of this month. All right? Anyways, so what's the most important thing about all of this? The diet is super important, but it's our focus here in the office. If your nervous system is not making the most out of these meals, if your nervous system hasn't caught the signal from your heart saying, it's all right, we can chill out now because we've been eating this super awesome diet that's keeping us in track and improving our health. If that communication between the heart and the brain, between the gut and the brain, between the blood vessels and the brain, if that communication is not there altogether, we're not really going to fix much. All right? So you can be taking care of certain aspects of it and really working hard and improving it, but if your brain and your body are not communicating properly, it's really not going to do as much as it could. All right? This is basically a chart that indicates the communication between our spine, hence our brain, and our body. And really we're going to be looking at is some of the nerves right in here, which are going to go into our stomach, to a lower intestine, and then some of the nerves down here, which are going to be going into our colon, on our rectum, and stuff like that, and they're going to normalize what we get out of our meals, make sure that we get the most. Also, up here is the center for taking care of your heart. All right. So if any one of those three areas is either not getting adjusted or is subluxation free, then or subluxated, you're definitely not going to make the most out of this good diet that you're going to be putting into your body, all right, and implementing into your lives starting today. All right. So the nervous system is self-healing, self-organizing. All right. This is the power that lives within all of you, and we nail this in this office every day. We tell you every single day that the power to make and change your life, optimize it, is in your brain. It's in your spinal cord. It's in every one of your organs. So much so that you could burn the tip of your finger and your fingerprint will come back the same as the day you were born. That's the type of intelligence that lives in your body. Now, you have to be able to feed it the right nutrients. All right? And change your diet to make the most out of it. All right? We're the only ones that take care of that. Chiropractors are the only ones that find subluxations and optimize the communication between the brain and your body. Coming up, some workshops. We got Dr. Paul speaking at Blue Cross Blue Shield. We're going to do the anti-aging, healing the natural way all over again. All right? For the guys that missed it the first time, you're more than welcome. When is it, Dr. Paul?
A week from tonight.
A week from tonight at 7. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Then we have next month, it's cancer prevention, followed by diabetes prevention and reversal. And then right for the holidays, stress management and holiday health. All right? Any questions? All right.
When you like for instance, when you change your diet like this, you know, you immediately start to sometimes, I don't know about most people, but I tend to feel the difference in the diet. You feel increased energy, you feel better, you feel lighter, but you always get like these cravings to go back into the red. So, and I've always associated that because I've heard from other health professionals that it's actually, you know, if your body's craving something, it's because there's a nutrient inside of that food that your body wants to get to, and your brain sees that and just creates a craving. Or
there's an aspect to that psychologic. It's called the secondary gain. All right. For example, I mean, cravings. If you want to talk about cravings and breaking an old habit, think about junkies to begin there. You know, hey, I still get that heroin craving, man. I mean, it's not good for you, but it's a craving that you get. When you pump junk, when you pump chemicals into your body creates a chemical attachment to these things. Everything in your body works chemically, all right? Even the emotions. Hey, when I touch this, physically, there's really nothing there that I can really see. It's just the interpretation of my brain and what's out there. So everything I touch, everything I feel, everything I smell becomes a chemical conversation between neurons in my brain, and that projects a reality to me. So people can actually be hooked on being depressed because they get hooked on that chemical response. And then there's the secondary gain aspect to it. For example, ladies in the room, don't get mad at me, but for example, this lady only gets attention when she has headaches because her husband, takes a little bit more time out and he gives her a back rub and hey, this and that. So there's that psychological attachment to it that she feels a gain from it because it makes her feel better because she's getting something else in return. All right? Well, yeah, you get a craving for Burger King because you don't have to go home and, pluck out that carrot and peel it and cook it. Of course you have a craving. You're lazy. You don't have time to go, do a pot roast or whatever, or something healthy. All right? So there's certain aspects. Yes, sometimes in the body things work like that, but other times it's just habit. All right? Any other questions? Good information?
Awesome.
Thank you for coming. I really hope you learned a lot, and start today.
Good job.
Thank you.
Anyone else need a chart? Everyone got one? Okay, really good stuff, man. It's really good.
I like that bill.